Imagine this: Liverpool, the newly crowned champions of the Premier League, stand on the precipice of a transfer revolution. Not content with resting on their laurels, the club is preparing to break its own transfer record, not just once but potentially multiple times in a single summer. The anticipation is electric on Merseyside. The stakes? Nothing short of the next decade for the club, with every decision set to ripple through the world of football and finance alike. The burning question: is this a masterstroke of bold evolution, or a gamble so audacious it could haunt the club for years to come? To truly grasp the magnitude of this moment, let's rewind. Just over a decade ago, Liverpool was a club renowned for its savvy, data-driven acquisitions. The club's approach was based on identifying undervalued gems. Think back to the signings of Philippe Coutinho and Roberto Firmino, players plucked from relative obscurity and transformed into global stars. These moves were orchestrated by a recruitment team blending analytics with sharp scouting, redefining Liverpool's image in the market. As ownership stabilized and revenues grew, Liverpool began to flex its financial muscle. Enter the era of statement signings: Virgil van Dijk and Alisson Becker, players acquired to solve glaring weaknesses. These additions, under Jurgen Klopp's high-octane gegenpressing philosophy, fueled Liverpool's ascent to the pinnacle of English and European football. The club hoisted both Premier League and Champions League trophies and, crucially, became a magnet for the best talent worldwide. Yet football is a game of constant evolution. With Jurgen Klopp's emotional departure marking the end of an era, the club has now placed its faith in Arne Slot. His arrival is not just a managerial change, it signals a bold tactical shift. Slot, formerly of Feyenoord, is renowned for his high-intensity, adaptive football, blending aggressive pressing with an emphasis on tactical flexibility. This approach demands not just vision, but serious financial backing. Liverpool's intent is already clear. The summer transfer window has barely opened, and yet the club's activity is making global headlines. The first domino fell with the signing of Jeremie Frimpong from Bayer Leverkusen, a dynamic right-sided player secured for a reported fee in the region of €40 million. Frimpong's arrival is more than just a squad addition. It is a statement of intent, especially considering a buyback clause for Leverkusen set at £45 million. Hot on Frimpong's heels is Milos Kerkez, the talented Bournemouth left-back. Following a successful medical, Kerkez is on the verge of signing a 5-year contract with the Reds, with an official announcement expected imminently. The recruitment of youthful, energetic fullbacks underscores Slot's desire for pace and flexibility on the flanks, a hallmark of his previous teams. But the real headline act? Florian Wirtz. Named the Bundesliga Player of the Year for the most recent season, Wirtz is widely regarded as one of the brightest young talents in European football. His imminent move to Liverpool is reportedly set to surpass €150 million, including add-ons, a figure that would not just break Liverpool's transfer record, but shatter it. Fabrizio Romano, the ever-reliable transfer oracle, summed up the excitement. "Wirtz to Liverpool, here we go, verbal agreement reached, medicals soon." And the ambition does not end there. Liverpool is also pursuing Paris Saint-Germain's Bradley Barcola, a winger valued at around £100 million. Barcola, who contributed an impressive total of 21 goals and 14 assists across all competitions last season, is seen as a potential game-changer. The club faces fierce competition from Bayern Munich, with Barcola's agent Jorge Mendes reportedly leveraging rival interest to drive up the asking price, a classic transfer saga playing out on the grandest stage. If these deals materialize, Liverpool's total spending this summer could rocket past the £300 million mark, a figure not seen since the transformative window of 2018, when the arrivals of Alisson Becker and Virgil van Dijk helped catalyze a new era of glory at Anfield. But why is Liverpool able to spend so boldly? The answer lies in the club's remarkable commercial growth. Over the past year, Liverpool's revenue soared by 15%, propelled by lucrative partnerships in Asia and a newly restructured deal with main sponsor Standard Chartered. This contract now includes performance-based bonuses, rewarding the club for Champions League qualification and trophy wins. According to Deloitte's Football Money League report, the club's financial position is among the strongest in Europe. Yet, with great spending comes great scrutiny. Financial fair play regulations cast a long shadow over every deal, and experts are quick to weigh in. Gary Neville, speaking with characteristic candor, warns, Liverpool are pushing the boundaries with this spending. They'll need to be careful. Financial fair play could come back to bite them if they don't balance the books. Jamie Carragher, another Liverpool legend, adds a tactical caution. While Wirtz and Barcola would undoubtedly improve Liverpool's attack, they need to ensure they don't neglect the defense. Another commanding center-back is crucial. Even Jurgen Klopp, in his heartfelt farewell, offered both a blessing and a warning. "I have full trust in Arne and the team. These potential signings show the club's ambition to continue challenging for titles." But he also highlighted the importance of maintaining the balance that has brought Liverpool so much success. The transfer market is a battlefield, and Liverpool's negotiations are as complex as they are aggressive. The club's sporting director and his team are locked in talks not only with rival clubs, but with agents, player representatives, and sponsors. Agents like Jorge Mendes, notorious for maximizing client value, play clubs off against each other, inflating prices and complicating deals. Every move is scrutinized, every rumor magnified. The pressure to land signings before preseason grows with each passing day. Meanwhile, Liverpool's rivals are circling. Bayern Munich are desperate to reinforce after a disappointing domestic campaign, and Paris Saint-Germain are reluctant to lose a star like Barcola without a fight. The club's ability to outmaneuver these European giants will be a true test of its recruitment prowess. But the stakes extend far beyond the transfer window. Liverpool's academy, recently ranked as the 7th most productive in Europe by the CIES Football Observatory, continues to feed talent into the first team, a vital counterbalance to big money spending. The club's average squad age is now around 26.5 years. Should Wirtz and Barcola, both aged 22, arrive, the average age would drop slightly, blending youthful energy with seasoned experience. Arne Slot is also pushing for innovation. Reports from De Telegraaf suggest he has requested a dedicated set-piece coach, aiming to maximize Liverpool's threat from dead ball situations, a tactic that brought him success in the Netherlands. Behind the scenes, Liverpool's transfer team has quietly developed new analytics partnerships in Asia, hunting for undervalued talent and seeking competitive edges off the pitch as well as on it. So, what could the future hold if Liverpool's £300 million revolution becomes reality? Let's explore two contrasting scenarios, each with lessons for football fans and business leaders alike. In the best-case scenario, Florian Wirtz and Bradley Barcola adapt seamlessly to the rigors of English football. Their blend of pace, creativity, and tactical awareness electrifies Anfield, perfectly complementing Arne Slot's high-pressing philosophy. The team's attacking depth rivals that of Liverpool's golden eras, and the club not only challenges for the Premier League title, but also mounts a serious assault on the Champions League. Commercial revenues surge, the global brand strengthens, and Anfield becomes the epicenter of footballing innovation. Such success would validate the club's high-risk, high-reward strategy. It would serve as a case study in how bold investment, when coupled with tactical clarity and organizational discipline, can propel an elite club to sustained dominance. The new signings would become icons, and Slot's reputation as a managerial visionary would be cemented. But every bold move carries risk. What if adaptation proves difficult? The Premier League is famously unforgiving, and even world-class talents have struggled with its intensity. Injuries, loss of form, or off-pitch distractions could quickly unravel the best-laid plans. If results falter, the pressure on Slot and the new arrivals would be immense. The media would scrutinize every decision, and fan patience could run thin. There's also the ever-present specter of financial fair play. If Liverpool's spending is not offset by player sales or robust commercial growth, the club could face sanctions, fines, transfer bans, or even exclusion from European competitions. As Gary Neville warned, FFP could come back to bite them if they don't balance the books. Squad harmony is another concern. If Mohamed Salah remains at the club, Barcola might struggle for minutes, risking frustration or even an early exit. On the other hand, if Salah departs, Barcola will face the daunting task of replacing a modern Liverpool legend, an immense responsibility for any young player. Should the gamble backfire, the consequences could be severe. Failure to qualify for the Champions League would trigger a domino effect: decreased revenue, the potential need to sell key players, and a likely return to more austere transfer policies. The last time such a high-stakes gamble failed in English football, clubs like Leeds United and Portsmouth suffered financial crises that set them back for years, cautionary tales etched into football history. There are also important lessons here for anyone interested in business, technology, or economics. Liverpool's transfer strategy is a live case study in risk management, strategic investment, and the importance of adaptability. The club's willingness to innovate, both on and off the pitch, reflects broader trends in modern business, where data analytics, global partnerships, and diversified revenue streams are essential for long-term success. Wise spending, diversified investments, and contingency planning are what separate the consistent winners from those who soar briefly before crashing down. Liverpool's leadership, from the Fenway Sports Group to Arne Slot and his backroom team, must balance ambition with sustainability. Paul Joyce of The Times notes, FSG are backing Slot with significant funds, but they'll also be looking to recoup some of that investment through player sales. It's a balancing act. History offers both inspiration and warning. The transformative summer of 2018 brought Liverpool immense reward, but other clubs have not been so fortunate. Consider the fate of big spending sides like Manchester United and Chelsea, who have at times struggled to blend new arrivals, leading to bloated squads and underperformance. Looking ahead, Liverpool fans and observers around the world will watch every development with bated breath. The club's boldness could usher in a new golden era, or it could serve as a stark warning about the perils of unchecked ambition. The difference will be determined not just by the size of the investment, but by the wisdom of its execution. So, we return to the central question. Will Liverpool's audacious spending spree pay off, or will it become a cautionary tale? The answer depends on integration, tactical vision, and above all, financial discipline. Arne Slot's ability to harmonize new talents with established stars, maintain dressing room unity, and adapt tactics will be as crucial as any signing. For fans, investors, and anyone fascinated by the intersection of sports, economics, and technology, Liverpool's summer gamble is a story rich with lessons. Keep an eye on how the club leverages innovation, not just in scouting and transfers, but in commercial strategy and youth development. The outcome will resonate far beyond Anfield, echoing across the global football landscape and into boardrooms everywhere. What do you think? Will Anfield soon be celebrating another golden age, or will this summer become a lesson in the dangers of ambition unchecked by prudence? Share your thoughts in the comments, subscribe for more deep dives into global economics and sport, and don't miss our next video exploring the technology reshaping football's transfer market. Until next time, keep questioning, keep learning, and remember, in football as in business,